First thing you notice is the atmosphere, the quality of the tables and the chairs. As I came through, they said, oh, we got to give you a tour of the place. You know, they showed me around. Whenever you have several details like that, it starts to add up and just creates a better experience.
This place is absolutely gorgeous. I think they did wonderful with the design and everything. It's just very comfortable.
As a server, I am gonna handle all of your needs, food, snacks, coffee. If you bring your own alcohol, we will be here to serve you guys.
It's brand new, as you can see, and I like chargers on the table. That's new for me. Come play. It's gonna be a great time.
The building is absolutely gorgeous. It just has a great open area, you know, for people to just hang out, have a good time. The management is focused on just creating a positive experience for everyone.
We're going to have an armed guard at the front, making sure no one brings any weapons in, make it safe for everybody inside.
Their promotions are really starting to bring people in, and as it grows, it's definitely going to compete with the other rooms in the area and probably overtake them.
We have some of the best tournaments going on, some of the best cash games as well. And right now we just launched our $100,000 Bad Beat jackpot, which is the biggest in all of Texas. So if that right there doesn't give it away, I don't know what will. Come check us out, and we hope to see you here.
We at the Pokerhouse of Dallas, going run a flush. Going run a flush, that's us. We at the Pokerhouse of Dallas, going run a flush. We going run a flush, that's us. We at the Pokerhouse of Dallas, going run a flush. Going run a flush, that's us. We at the Pokerhouse of Dallas, going run a flush. We going run a flush, that's us.
Flush Podcast, episode 44.
44, yeah.
44. It was your boy Dave Wonder in the building. Got my boy T Mills.
What up, world? T Mills in the building.
Sin City.
What's happening? I'm back. #1 draft pick,
Danielle.
You know what it is. Big dick, big dog, baby.
Never call you by that name.
It's an insult to all men.
Man, that's a bunch of heart medicine.
We at the Pokerhouse in Dallas. Tried to do a live stream, but we weren't able to get it done. Had some technical difficulties. So we're going to do it the old school way. We're going to record it. We're going to upload the episode. But how was y'all week?
Oh, man. That was my week. I actually had a pretty good week, man. You know, ups and downs of poker, you know how I go. Living the life, La Vida Loca. Easy come, easy go. I mean, last night was a rough night, but hey, I bounced back.
Seeing?
Well, your boy had a great week.
Oh, shit.
No losses, all W's, baby. I can't even complain. This week was real good. Plus, you know, we had a couple other benches going through, going down. Everything was successful. And I'm proud of the week and how it went. Good dog. What'd you do?
Boy, I ran it up this weekend.
He lied.
I ran it up, you know what I'm saying?
What happened?
Hey, it's some fugaziness, but I ran it up.
You lost the last time I saw you.
I ain't lose this week.
Oh, that was last week?
I mean, I won, but I lost at the same time. We'll figure it out.
I want to ask you about a hand at some point in time, too.
Ask me about anything you want to ask me, sir.
Well, we want to see how Dave's week went first, and we'll get back to you,
my
sir.
week, I'm on the comeback trail. I didn't lose this week. I won pretty much every time, so I'm on the comeback trail. Went down to the cliff, knocked him over the head. Wednesday, went to Top Shelf. And I did lose a little bit back at Studio 72, but it was still
what?
It was still a profitable day.
Studio 72, that's a new joint, Studio 72?
Yeah, Studio 72. I was at Elijah and Courtney's game on Wednesday. Oh. Hey man, let me give a shout out to my boy Curtis. What is it? Straight Blast Poker. He been telling me, man, y'all gotta shout me out on the podcast. So I'm gonna shout him out on the podcast. Straight Blast Poker, 4th floor at the Park Plaza.
Now send the cash out, homeboy.
Yeah, send me something. Send me something. Nah, Curtis, he a good dude though. So I'll just give him a shout out.
And shout out to the Pokerhouse for hosting us and having tournaments all week and every day this week. They do daily tournaments. Come out and check them out if you haven't checked them out. Nice venue, upscale.
Today is actually the big tournament. $7,500 guarantee, 365 buy-in. Starts at what time? Do you know?
I believe 5 o'clock.
I believe it's 5 p.m. Let's get it. I'm going to take my chances today. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm shooting my shot.
Shoot your shot, shoot or shoot.
They got a great PLO game going, 1-2 PLO, all high. They got a great game going right now. I got picked up to come do this podcast with the fans, so.
So did you say it's a great game, or is there great players out there?
Nah, ain't no great players. It depends on what your definition of great is. Great for me.
Let's not scan the room,
but not great in general.
Barbecue chicken.
Barbecue chicken out there. Real. That's what's up. So what's up? What else been going down, man?
Man, I wanted to kind of dig into
for the week.
One of the big major topics that's been going around DFW is that Champions, one of the rooms that we're going to open up here locally, they got denied 3-1 from Collin County.
Denied.
So the city denied it 3-1. Rejection, yeah. So they decided to rescind. They had a certificate of occupancy that was granted, and then it was basically in August they decided to rescind it. So, and the DA said because it's illegal gambling, and Champion's argument was no, it's private, it's a private club, it's not illegal gambling. The DA kept saying it's illegal gambling because somebody's there's some kind of economic benefit from poker. You know what I'm saying? Not just the players, but they were actually saying because the employees were receiving economic benefit, we're getting paid, that would fall under the status of illegal gambling. So the argument was kind of strange to me, but that was pretty much what they tried to use to stop them from having that room open. What was y'all feeling about that decision period, and about them saying it's considered illegal gambling because anybody receiving economic benefit from it?
Based off of what you just said, my interpretation from that, from the DA's perspective, it sounds like he's saying, the gray area, they keep saying that, as long as there's no rate and only the players are benefiting. So it sounds like he's trying to say even though the employers are benefiting, that's more than just the players, making the money, the actual money that's in the game, which is kind of unfair.
Yeah, because the way you just said it, I take it as a DA saying, yeah, I hear what you're saying, gray area, but y'all ain't doing it for no reason. Y'all ain't doing it for nothing.
Y'all doing it for profit.
Yeah, y'all making money somewhere.
So do y'all agree with that decision, or are they using that gray area to kind of?
Personally, the DA made a good point, but there are rooms that's open. They should have, if it's good over here, go where it's good at.
Well, the DA kept saying, when they used the example, like there's 3 other rooms that's open already that's going on, the DA was like, well, they slid through the crack. We didn't know. They kind of slid through the crack because what Champions was doing was that they kind of marketed themselves as a restaurant, entertainment. We're going to have magic shows. We're going to have karaoke. Then real small, we're going to have poker. So they kind of...
He tried to fugazi it.
They tried to do the casino, old boy Robert De Niro character on Casino. Remember when they told him
Lefty Rosenthal.
He couldn't be the director, but he was the food director. He was the game.
But you running the show.
Hey, man, whatever we got to do to get this slide through the crack.
Yeah, what night is going to be magic shows?
We're going to have magic shows too. And, by the way, we got poker.
It seems watch how your money disappears.
It seems kind of crazy because you got the neighborhood that we're talking about is the old Three Forks restaurant, right?
Collin County, right?
Yeah, Collin County. And
I didn't know that was Collin County.
It's a very affluent, nice neighborhood.
Affluent.
And I kind of understand what they're thinking neighborhood wise since it's right in front of their neighborhood. They're saying they don't want that attention or bring in a large number of people in whatever shape, form, or fashion they come.
So you think that's just a bad location, period?
I think it's just a bad location.
They put a kind of spotlight on them?
They should have went to the hood.
They might.
It don't even necessarily have to be the hood, but you can't, they're not going to let you set up shop in front of a neighborhood that has a homeowners association. That's just not going to happen.
That's just not.
You should have went too much in property tax.
You should have went somewhere where you get shot. They ain't looking the other way.
Homeowners association fees? Yeah. now you gonna go in there and take care of the homeowners association fees for everybody?
Yeah.
It might change, you know what I'm saying? But if you do, I would have tried a shopping center where it's more, where the traffic is more, where everybody is coming and going, and it's not gonna be frowned upon as much in my eyes.
The craziest thing at the city council is that when they had the residents come up and speak, you know, they challenging. They don't want no kind of gambling spot opening. The residents come up and speak, and every resident they brought up, there was a church member for 30 years. They walk their kids up and down the neighborhood every day. They saying they don't want to see drug dealers and prostitutes up and down their streets. I'm like, where are they? Where are they going? Where did they get this ideal from?
Because of Vegas. There's prostitutes and drug dealers walking up and down the street.
You're right, but the Vegas, that's the city of sin. That's totally different.
Yeah, but it's a casino. So anywhere there's a large amount of money, there's going to be people that just try to get in on that
but
one way or another.
You still also got, it still goes back to where we're talking about. It's the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Those people have been there for 30 plus years because it's just where they've been forever. I mean, they don't know anything different. They live and die where they are. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
And it's just kind of, they don't, change is not going to happen overnight for them.
Yeah. I don't want them all in my neighborhood because Christmas time comes around. It's hard to get out your neighborhood. I don't like all that. But I will say,
you're 75 all the time.
I don't. It ain't about that. It's just like my parents. Prime example. My parents live across the street from Traders Village, right? Every weekend I hate it. It's hard to get in the neighborhood. It's hard to get out. Then they cut through your neighborhood. Hey, stay over there. You know what I'm saying?
So you don't need to be nowhere near residential area.
Facts.
Stay in the entertainment district.
Yeah, that's what you should have done.
You know, the strip clubs,
Yeah.
all that. Stay over there. I'm with it. Man, if I'm paying all them property taxes, and I'm a poker player, if I'm paying all them property taxes, I don't want no poker room by where I live.
No, you know, so you see the card house off Harry Hines?
Okay, so y'all agree with the residents, but y'all disagree with the DA. Because the DA didn't say it wasn't really about that. The DA was like, it's just illegal. They can't profit off it.
Yeah, I don't agree with that part, but I agree with the location.
Well, they should have stayed in Dallas.
Rule.
I
Not the law.
Hell, it's illegal.
Well, see.
It's illegal. If I'm the DA, I gotta go that route. You understand what I'm saying?
That's
Yeah.
this is my thing.
Go ahead.
But they always say it's about the rate. That ain't so. If you're not taking any money off the table, okay, they're saying it's a private club. They're just paying a membership fee, and they're just paying their hourly rate. You still think that would be illegal?
I say it like this. Dallas, the other rooms are in Dallas. Dallas County is so big, there's so much stuff going on in Dallas that things can slip through. But Collin County is not as big as that. So anything that comes through, they're going to know about it. So if it is illegal, man, they're gonna catch you.
But they got to go through legislation, and it's all so many poker rooms already open in Texas.
But think about it. Dallas, Houston, the two biggest counties out there, stuff can get through. They got other stuff to worry about. But if you go to Collin County,
but I'm saying, but these rooms, it's already a precedent set. Austin already has these rooms open. Houston already has these rooms open. So why would they come to Dallas and say, why would the DA say that's illegal here in Dallas when all those other rooms have opened up under the same
it's probably illegal everywhere.
umbrella.
They're just looking other way.
Oh, now since you said in that aspect, I'll be the one to press the button. Do you know where you are? This is Dallas. This is the closest you can get to Choctaw.
Yeah.
Closest you can get to Windstar. That's gonna be frowned upon, period. They not gonna just be okay with card houses opening around here. They got way more pull than anybody around. I think that in the scheme of things, everybody in that level of business has a say-so in what operates and how it operates, rather they tell you that or not. And I think it plays a part in who comes in, especially in that type of business. When this is your core area, this is your core group, this is what funds your business, and you own lots of land around.
Yeah.
So just like weed and alcohol and stuff like this, you think it will ever be like, man, just poker is just let people play, man. I mean, it's going to be an ongoing battle for the next 10 years.
It's the location. They should have never put it there. You go to an industrial place, you go where there's a big shopping center where people can go in. Like, we leaving 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. You can't just be walking through people's neighborhood 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning to your car.
Well, one of the things the residents say, it'll be an increase in crime and there'll be a lot of drunk drivers. That's one of the residents say. So do you believe that?
I know some drunk poker players. I do know that.
No, my point is we've been around poker all the time,
Yeah.
and we go to different
I know a
stuff
lot
like
of these
that.
fools with DUIs.
It don't. I mean, crime don't increase, drunk driving don't increase. So all these To me, they're just myths. These things don't increase because you have these rooms.
The thing about it is, it only takes one incident for it to be a thing. You know what I'm saying?
Especially in that neighborhood.
They can have 800 straight days of no incidents. Like what Pokerhouse been open for a year.
Yeah.
They haven't had any major instances that I know of that's just come across newsworthy of anything happening. But they got to be perfect every day. It only take one time, and once that one time happens, that's when
it's highlighted.
That's when you know what I'm saying. It only take one thing, so that's the main thing,
especially in that neighborhood.
And then it's easier to say to be on the other side when it's not your neighborhood. When it's your neighborhood and then you got to deal with that in your neighborhood, then you have a little bit different opinion, I would think, as far as the traffic, the people, the environment, and what you don't want to see every day.
I get it, man. I mean, I'm an advocate for the poker room, so if y'all thinking about opening one, please get my address. I want one a little bit closer, so I can drive. I want it real close. You can across the street.
It only take one dude that don't care about nothing. Mess up everything.
What about operating a business on a loophole like these car rooms are doing? Like, do we have any other examples in U.S. history that's doing that? Like, you know, in any other states, like any other examples?
There's always somebody.
You the research, man. It's any other example, not just dealing with poker, just anything, like operating a business on a loophole.
Probably the vape places, the different little, anything. I mean, all the little bitty things probably got some different things that they kind of.
Weed, Nevada, they are on a loophole. They can't even put their money in the banks because it's illegal federally. And then it just
people
takes
driving to Oklahoma to open up marijuana, whatever they're trying to open.
Then they go to court one time. Somebody say yay or nay, and that's that.
Yeah.
So would any of y'all, would y'all open up a business that was solely based on the loophole? Would you invest your money and like put a lot of money into a business that was?
No, because I think
with the unknown, not knowing.
I think to the person that's opened up the business, I mean, like me, I just think I'm right. I just think it's not a loophole. I just think it's just.
Yeah,
sir,
it's right. When I'm interpreting the law, it's right. We're not violating it. That's to me.
Yeah.
That's my. I guess.
So you're just going by your own interpretation, not what necessarily the law says.
I think it's right, and then if I'm speaking to my attorney or my legal team, or we see other rooms open, I'll be like, well, hey, you can do this. I think it is cool.
But if it's a loophole, I mean, even if I'm willing to try it, I gotta understand that it can go either way.
Yeah, I gotta be
first thing they're gonna
whatever
do.
I'm putting in, I gotta be prepared to lose.
Yeah, but you also gotta understand that it goes the other way too. They trying to make it a loophole. Maybe it's really. Let's be serious. Y'all think the employees here are receiving economic benefit?
You mean like have a job?
This is the first time we heard this. Be honest with y'all. Before we always just hear about you can't any game, you're taking a break, you're taking a break. Now that the DA said economic benefit, which ain't clear, now all of a sudden everybody like, you know what?
I mean, well, it has created an economy that wasn't there before. If that's what he means, you know, so, or is he saying?
But you got, it depends on if.
You're saying the staff here, the employees.
I said these people. Yeah, what you think a benefit is? Making money.
But it depends on the DA, the person that's talking, how they want to interpret it to make it sound when they coming across. Because you know, from the old school, it was all just about a rate. But if you get a new DA, he find a way to wordplay and spin it the way he wants to spin it. It is what it is, and then you really can't get around it. And he's going to be the one. The state attorney or the city attorney, they're going to have their say, so they're going to sit down and talk and say, let's spin it with this, and this is how we're going to make it work, and that's what's happening.
But somebody dropped the ball on it, because looking back, like we go here, this is going to be great, we're going to do all this, but all this headache, they could have just went to the Sam Moon parking lot.
But that's what happened. They seen this one open here. They seen this one open here. They seen this one open here. Okay, bam, let's open up here. Now they say you can't. That doesn't seem like, well, why can't we? There's 3 other ones operating.
It's 2 totally different counties.
It's still under the same guideline legislation.
Well, if that's the case, then they should just open and go to court. Do what you gotta do.
Well, you can't open. You gotta have your certificate.
I mean, you gotta get certified.
Yeah.
Because one of the room owners told me that hasn't got open yet. He said we're suing the city. Because we were under the impression that we'll make X amount of dollars a month, and we're going to sue them because they're stopping us from making that money.
And they're going to lose.
So that mean they not gonna get open.
That kind of goes in line with what we're saying.
Right.
They thought they can open.
They thought.
And remember what I said earlier, they said they could open, and then in August they rescinded it.
Yeah, so they're gonna do the same thing Champions did. They're gonna try, get denied, appeal it, go before the city council, and get a vote again.
See, at first they said it was cool. It was cool. Then in August they come back and say, wait, hold on, no, it ain't cool. We didn't know it was gonna be poker, and poker's illegal.
Well, somebody want straightforward.
So let's forget the laws for a minute. Let's go back to, is there even enough room for more than one or two of these?
From the looks
in
of
Dallas?
it, no.
I don't think it is.
From the looks of it, absolutely not.
I don't think it's enough room for more.
There's some struggle around now.
Now, have you looked at Poker Atlas?
Yeah,
Like, go through
I look
Poker
at it all the
Atlas
time.
and look at all the legal rules. How many of them have more than 2-3 tables?
Just a couple of them.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the whole state of
Yeah,
Texas.
just a couple.
Not just Dallas. I'm
Just
talking
run
about Houston.
consistently.
In Houston, it's only one that's just really popping. Just one. That's just like
No, you're right. What you call?
social Johnny Chan social.
Yeah.
That's the only one that's just popping. In Dallas, it's just one. That's
But
really
I think,
popping.
this once again, it's my own opinion. I don't know. I think they do some kind of market research and study. So they put a lot of money into this, thinking that and Dallas is booming, especially with poker players, and that they have a good idea that they can operate and keep this game running. And there's enough poker players out here to spread throughout. Kind of like underground. All those underground people, it's 70,000 games, and they find a way to keep moving along.
I think maybe they might have did the market like Windstar and Choctaw. So many of their people are from Dallas that they were like, you know what, Dallas market is gonna be just booming, but it's they got more than just cars up there. They got slot machines, restaurants, and it's just, once you break it down to just the poker, it's like, oh, wait a minute, it might not be as big as I thought.
Yeah, poker is still just a niche market. It's not. I mean, it's popular, but I don't think it's as popular in our mind as we think to the outside world. You know what I'm saying? Like,
To run a big operation that's solely based on poker.
like
Okay,
not
where
more
wa-
than one. Like,
Yeah,
it's
so-
not gonna be 10, 15 rooms. Like, it's like Dallas. Like, I don't think, I just don't think it's.
No, I get
like,
it.
if it was LA, California, or something, you know what I'm saying, something big like that, maybe. I don't know. I just don't think the poker playing population is
If
big
Vegas is
enough.
doing it, why not Dallas? I guess that's a motto.
Because the
Yeah.
whole world go to Vegas. Not everybody coming to Dallas.
Yeah, that's now
Dallas
we
is
can
a
get
popular
that.
city, too.
Dallas that's a tourist town, so you got people coming in every weekend to play poker.
Yeah.
Now if we
And
can
they
get
got
Dallas to
mountains.
that point, then which-
Now, I would say if what rooms are open, gonna thrive, but if a new room comes, they might have to focus like on big tournaments, like just be a tournament. Just get the people in for a tournament every twice a month, some big $1 million tournament. That might help you out, but as far as trying to get these 20 tables every day, I don't know.
So you don't. So as far as even if you get 5, 6, 7 tables, that's thriving, isn't it?
I mean, it's thriving, but don't have 44 tables in your establishment, make it look empty.
Well, it's for tournaments.
that's
for tournaments.
Run big tournaments every week. You know what I'm saying?
It still looks strong. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I mean, I'm the type. I'll go to different rooms to check them out and just see what's going on. I see some of the same people here, some of the same people here. I see people bounce around. I see like Pokerhouse, for instance, is growing. I see the growth already. More tables filling up. So eventually I can see the room filling up, but I also see that it's not taken away from the other spot either. I just see different people that don't know this room exists, so they're still coming through, and that room is still thriving. So both of these rooms can still thrive, I think. And then the one on the other side of town, it can probably thrive too, to pick up because it's so far away. It's 30 minutes from here, 35 minutes from here, one in Garland. So I think to me, with the population, I think there's enough room to spread it out, but who knows, you know what I'm saying? It's yet to be seen. So we'll see.
Future holds. But we're about to take a break right now. If y'all with a commercial break, we'll be back in a minute.
First thing you notice is the atmosphere, the quality of the tables and the chairs. As I came through, they said, oh, we got to give you a tour of the place. You know, they showed me around. Whenever you have several details like that, it starts to add up and just creates a better experience.
This place is absolutely gorgeous. I think they did wonderful with the design and everything. It's just very comfortable.
As a server, I am gonna handle all of your needs, food, snacks, coffee. If you bring your own alcohol, we will be here to serve you guys.
It's brand new, as you can see, and I like chargers on the table. That's new for me. Come play. It's gonna be a great time.
The building is absolutely gorgeous. It just has a great open area, you know, for people to just hang out, have a good time. The management is focused on just creating a positive experience for everyone.
We're going to have an armed guard at the front, making sure no one brings any weapons in, make it safe for everybody inside.
Their promotions are really starting to bring people in, and as it grows, it's definitely going to compete with the other rooms in the area and probably overtake them.
We have some of the best tournaments going on, some of the best cash games as well. And right now we just launched our $100,000 bad beat jackpot, which is the biggest in all of Texas. So if that right there doesn't give it away, I don't know what will. Come check us out, and we hope to see you here.
We at the Pokerhouse of Dallas, going run a flush. Going run a flush, that's us. We at the Pokerhouse of Dallas, going run a flush. We going run a flush, that's us. We at the Pokerhouse of Dallas, going run a flush. Going run a flush, that's us. We at the Pokerhouse of Dallas, going run a flush. We going run a flush, that's us.
Back, Run a Flush podcast, episode 44. We just got through talking about the council meeting.
Yeah, we never named famous 44 people.
Earl Campbell, 44, right?
Yeah, Earl Campbell.
Who else?
Walter Payton.
Derek Coleman.
Jerry West, baby.
Walter Payton is not.
He was in high school 44.
Man,
Jerry, you always got the wrong address. I don't know.
Just talking crazy. Yeah.
Junior high.
Yeah. Wasn't you 44 at
UNLV?
When you go to school, you was linebacker.
UNLV
I was 55. I don't know when we get to episode 55.
He was double zero.
He was a what?
Double nickel.
You were what?
Everybody know I was middle linebacker at
It's
UNLV.
official. He has little man syndrome.
Yeah,
Guaranteed.
They don't want to see me great. I ain't like I said, I started 4 years.
Where did they get the uniform, the pads, I quit.
Well, stop playing.
Hey, the next thing I want to ask you about, because all of us either are doing it or done it before, or we know somebody who does it. What playing full-time poker, if we'll consider ourselves professional for playing full-time. I'm just going to say, if you play full-time, I want you to call you professional. Is it stressful? Is it easy? A lot of people think you got it. It's a glamorous life. You love it. You make money. You set your own schedule. What's your feedback on that?
I mean, the pros is you get to work on your own schedule, work for yourself, you know, set your own schedule, take vacations when you want, do what you want. The money, it can be lucrative if you're a winning player, it can be very lucrative. The cons is if you're not good with money management, which most poker players, most people in general are not good with managing money. That's one of the cons. Down swings, you know, and having to count on winning to provide your monthly bills, you know, it can get stressful. I've been doing this since 2008 full time. I left corporate in 2012. I had little contract jobs here and there, but I've been playing poker at least 40 hours a week since 08, you know, and it's been a roller coaster, you know what I'm saying? But
living la vida loca sometimes.
Yeah. When you running good, you be like, man. When you running good, even though you've been on the bet, when you running good, you think like, oh man, I'm gonna make a gazillion dollars. They can't. You know what I'm saying? You just don't think you could ever be beat.
They can't stop.
And when you running bad, you be like, man, I'm finna go back to work. I'm done with this shit.
Well, let me tell y'all what I ate last night. cup of ramen. I cut up an Earl Campbell link in it. Put a slice of cheese. And that's pretty much how my night went. It's stressful. It's tough. Woo! And if you got kids, don't do it.
It's hard, bro.
It's rough.
I raised 5 kids just on playing poker alone. That's not even counting the other thing. You know,
So
I
would
just
you
started doing the other thing last year.
Would you recommend, if somebody asks you, man, I'm thinking about quitting my job, I'm gonna go be a professional player, or when we say professional, this is gonna be their sole income. Would you recommend it to them? What would you say? Nah, stay in the workforce.
It depends on type of player I think they are. You know what I'm saying? If I think they're a good disciplined player, then I'd be like, go for it. But a lot of times poker, like a lot of poker players think they better than what they really are. You know, and so a lot of times people think like, yeah, I'm gonna go do it for a living, but like, man, bro, you're not really that good. You know, you're not really that disciplined. You're not really cut out for it. You know, because the tilt factor and all that. You know, it's just. So most people that tell me that, I'd be like, nah, just go to work.
Especially with the growing trend today of PLO and Congress.
PLO, like that's.
Ooh, them swings are high.
There's no way I could be a straight PLO, full-time PLO player.
Find me a hold'em game.
Without, you know, getting rake backs and bonuses and every little thing that you can get. You know, you have to be able to get some of that, like coming here to play free PLO. You know, where you don't have to.
That's $2,000 or $3,000 a month if you think about it. If you ain't paying that hourly rate.
Yeah, that's a house note.
If you play on a regular basis.
Yeah, like I just don't understand why. Man, that's a whole.
If you're a grinder and you play PLO,
especially if you play like that. Listen, man. Check this out. You at the card house, right? They be like, oh, the card house got so many other games. The card house and the poker house got the same amount of PLO games. Card house only got 2 PLO games. Yeah. Poker house got 2 PLO games. All the rest of the games is hold'em. So if you don't play hold'em, why are you at the card house playing PLO? Yeah. That is just stupidity at its finest, bro. Like
if you're
literally going to play.
If you're doing this for a living, then it seems like you should be wanting to play free poker while you can.
It's like if I want to go see a movie, right? And Cinemark is free, but AMC charging $18.50. I go to Cinemark. I go to Cinemark and pay the $18.50.
No.
It's the same theater. It's the same theater. The same movie, get the same experience, but I'm gonna go pay. It don't make no sense to me, bro.
And right now, we got Gary live in the building trying to get in and get some camera time.
Yeah, Gary trying to build that. Taliban Gary get up for 66 thou wow the other day.
What? 60 who?
6,600.
No, 66,000, my boy.
Let me see that plus card.
Hey, Gary, get in here.
Gary, let me hold something, baby. Gary going and buying in. I'm like, man, I asked him, I was like, hey, bro, you been buying in a lot lately. What you? He was like, I won 66,000 at the end. I was like, oh, okay.
Let me work on my roach game.
Daniel, I was gonna ask you consider yourself a professional poker player?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, if you had kids, would you have your kids, if they're, would you advocate for them to try this out or stick to what would you say?
The only thing I would say would be go get your 100,000 stacked up. Only play in tournaments, and only play in tournaments where people put you in.
So no.
No, I know people who do that.
I mean,
so why are they stacking up 100,000 if they're going to go to tournaments that people put you in?
I noticed a lot of people who have stacked up money, they have been doing it like, especially those younger guys, they're doing it like online where they got like 8, 9 tables. They can fold. Okay, you catch a hand here, you play here.
Man, that's like 2011, bro.
Okay, I don't know too many people that's been stacking up 100,000 except they won big in a tournament. Now people are putting them in, and they get to save their money and keep half or whatever they win.
Well, we know we don't have no kids, right? That pretty much is evident in the response we just got.
I tell my kids to go do whatever make them happy.
Whatever you feel is going to work for you, and you don't have to call daddy.
No, didn't you ask me what would I tell somebody who got kids to do it?
If you had a shot, would you recommend them to take this avenue?
You want us to rewind and take if you had kids, would you recommend or what would you tell them if they wanted to go play poker? for a living.
Career choice.
Boy, I slapped the shit out you. Well, let me go run around. Go run around. Do it on that side. Don't be playing it over here.
Yeah, but when you look at if you look at the math, what do you think hourly? If just think about you for a minute. If you play poker 8 hours a day, what do you think you can make hourly?
Play poker, you can probably make 1,000 an hour.
No, I'm just saying a realistic. Just think of a realistic number, an average. What's a good number?
I'm being realistic. If you run good for a month, you could probably make anywhere between 300 to 1,000 an hour. But if you run bad,
but you still missed the question. He said, "What do you think you average playing poker, say 40 hours a week?"
That's what I'm trying to say.
What do you average?
Me, I've been running good lately,
So
but over the long run, I'm down.
Yeah, but I'm asking you a number. I'm trying to ask for a real number. What's an hourly number that you can put on what you would make an hour playing poker? So we can. So I'm talking to a child. I'm talking to somebody who's trying to get into poker. What do you a realistic number? What do you make an hour playing poker?
Realistically, over the long run, over like a year to 5 years, you're making less than minimum wage if you're losing. If you win, you might be making the same thing you got at a job without the headache. There's few people out there stacking.
So I
thousands.
have a large sample size. Normally, it really depends on your selection of games. If you're gonna play in a tight grinder game that has good players, you're probably gonna make 4 times the big blind. So if you're playing 1-2, you're probably gonna make between 4 and 6 times the big blind. So you're gonna make between $8 and $12 an hour. If you're playing 2-5, you're gonna make between $20 and $30 an hour. Now, if you're finding good games with a lot of bad players, that number could go between 8 big blinds to 12 big blinds an hour. You know, so it just depends on your table selection.
Do you think we just because we play too much? Because I'm thinking to myself, I gave everybody a challenge at the table. I said, hey, this week, I want to see who can do it. Just make $40 an hour. If you can make $40 an hour, I'll give you $10,000 in a week. You think we all can do it? $40 an hour.
Yeah, I can do it.
Yeah, $40 an hour. But
look how simple that sounds.
No, I'm saying yes, over a week. But over the year, like you said, everybody here said they had a bad run. Right?
Yeah, play every day.
You said you play every day. Yeah, I'm saying whatever you win, you can mess around and lose. It don't matter if you make $10,000 this week. No. Over the next 2 weeks, there's been people who've lost it. We all lost it.
But if you're a good player, you're gonna win more than you lose. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
well, let's do a runner flush wager. Let's put a set number of hours we'd have to play in 1 week. We all put up said amount of money, and whoever is the closest to that number wins the pot.
What we playing though? We playing.
I'm playing Congress.
I don't care. I don't care what game you play. We'll set up some parameters. Then we'll let the fans.
But the game, because like Hold'em is way less variance. Congress is less variance than PLO.
Pick what you're better. All you got to do is make 40.
But it would probably have to be Hold'em, because if we want to do it and make it realistically
it would
have to be Hold'em.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Because the PLO, if you play the PLO, is just so volatile. Like if you run good during that period of time and you playing PLO, you're gonna outshoot past everybody. And if you run bad, you're gonna be out of there.
But see, this is what I think the problem lies in poker. Period. It's easy for any of us to get $40 an hour. I think the problem is we're so greedy. We don't never stop. I can fold for 40 minutes and play one hand, and I can win that hand and pick up $40.
Right.
The problem is we don't think that's enough.
Yeah, that's true.
I want to play the next hand. I want to raise. So I think we getting our minds. We got a mindset like, man, more. Yeah. And I think that's kind of human nature. I don't know.
And I agree with you. But I think that's actually what a lot of people need. They need to see it in that aspect in order to train their minds to manage the money, to take home a win instead of having multiple losses all the time. Yeah. Because if you think about it, everybody in poker take big losses whether they admit it or not. I know you always see the wins, but the big losses you don't see. So in order to train yourself to pick up the wins here and there, that's what you have to do. You have to say, okay, I'm gonna format this plan, stick to it, and abide by it in order to be plus at the end of the week.
Okay. And bomb pots ain't it.
Right.
Bomb pot champion of the world. That ain't it.
I don't know how to tell you. Money is money. Just go get it.
Bro, your
All money ain't good money.
poker and
Hey man, let me give you a prime example of what he did this week, man. Okay, we playing Congress, right?
Thank you.
So it's 5, 5, 5, 5. It gets to him, he pots it. Okay?
Okay.
So he pots it. 3 people call. The flop come out like 10, 5, 7. This is the flop, 10, 5, 7. I think it's a check, check, check. And then it gets back to him. I think he checks. Then a 6 comes out. Something like a 6 comes out. Check. The dude right before him. Pot. It gets to Danielle. Danielle thinking. Danielle folds. I said, why? The next person called.
Yeah, right.
I said, Danielle, what did you fold that hand for? And what'd you say?
The way it played out, I didn't want to get quartered.
First of all, he's raising with an ace deuce. So if you raise with an ace deuce and you get and the low gets there,
he's leaving out a lot of context.
Why would you fold?
He's leaving out a lot of context. The context is about 30 minutes before all this happened. The same man just quartered me, and I lost about $800 in that pot. He just quartered me. So I built it back up. Now what happens is, no, we play. I get my money back. In a bomb pot. All in. He goes all in. TJ goes all in.
I got $60.
Okay. The low
I got $60 I go all in with.
The low comes. He pots it. So now he makes it 1,000. I got like 1,700 in front of me. Okay. The low's there in my head. I'm like, okay, what did he just? I have no high. All I got is a nut low.
But you raised it pre-flop.
That's my point. Right? He raised it pre-flop.
Okay, how many times people call and somebody else got ace deuce with you?
But
so what you raising?
That's my point. Why are you raising pre-flop?
Because I felt I was gonna get quartered.
So why did you raise?
I had some like ace deuce queen or something. I mean,
if you raise pre-flop with ace deuce and the low gets there, how do you fold? Is the question.
Cause I only got $60. I only got like $65 in the pot. Now he just made it another 1,000 some kind of way.
That could be the case every time. That could be the case every time.
It can't be the case every time. But you know my motto: the money's not leaving the table. I fold this hand, I get it back the next hand. So which I did a few hands later.
Okay, so you're saying you got ace deuce in your hand, right?
Yeah, I got ace deuce.
So pre-flop, before you see anybody else's hand, after you see call, whatever, you pot it. With ace deuce in your hand, right?
Yeah, I had like ace deuce on pocket pair.
Okay. Call. So what do you feel at this point now? What do they have?
If I potted
No. When you see the action that calls you after you potted, what do they have?
I don't know what they got. They probably got a...
Exactly. So if you have ace deuce, what are the chances they have ace deuce in Congress and they calling you?
A good chance.
A great chance.
Yeah.
So why are you potting here? If you know,
because it was 5, 5, 5. I potted. Then they call. I check. Then they call. Then it gets checked around. Then he pots. I fold. I potted one time on the flop. That's it.
Well, you sweet.
But why? If you're gonna fold because you don't want to get quartered with ace deuce, why are you potting it instead of just seeing the flop and see what happens?
The moral of the story was, if he would have called, he would have got the low. He folded. The lady with 2-3 ended up getting the low. He lost $400 in the pot.
He's scared.
Okay, but what happened 3 hands later?
So you rather lose all your money than get caught?
No, the money's not leaving the table. If I don't get it this hand, I can get it the next hand.
We're gonna take another break. We'll be back in a minute. Run around the floor.
First thing you notice is the atmosphere, the quality of the tables and the chairs. As I came through, they said, oh, we got to give you a tour of the place. You know, they showed me around. Whenever you have several details like that, it starts to add up and just creates a better experience.
This place is absolutely gorgeous. I think they did wonderful with the design and everything. It's just very comfortable.
As a server, I'm gonna handle all of your needs, food, snacks, coffee. If you bring your own alcohol, we will be here to serve you guys.
It's brand new, as you can see, and I like charges on the table. That's new for me. Come play. It's gonna be a great time.
The building is absolutely gorgeous. It just has a great open area, you know, for people to just hang out, have a good time. The management is focused on just creating a positive experience for everyone.
We're going to have an armed guard at the front, making sure no one brings any weapons in, make it safe for everybody inside.
Their promotions are really starting to bring people in, and as it grows, it's definitely going to compete with the other rooms in the area and probably overtake them.
We have some of the best tournaments going on, some of the best cash games as well. And right now we just launched our $100,000 bad beat jackpot, which is the biggest in all of Texas. So if that right there doesn't give it away, I don't know what will. Come check us out, and we hope to see you here.
We at the Pokerhouse of Dallas, going run a flush. Going run a flush, that's us. We at the Pokerhouse of Dallas, going run a flush. We going run a flush, that's us. We at the Pokerhouse of Dallas, going run a flush. Going run a flush, that's us. We at the Pokerhouse of Dallas, going run a flush. We going run a flush, that's us.
Run the Flush Podcast, episode 44. We back. So what else on the docket, man? We was gonna talk about free agency in the underground.
Underground poker.
Yeah, free agency. You got a lot of people moving, a lot of moving parts. People going from here to there, bouncing around.
Oh yeah.
Why y'all think that is? What's going on?
What's my favorite word? Fugazi. There's a lot of fugaziness going on.
What that mean?
Well,
what
fake.
that mean? Explain,
you ain't never seen Donnie Brasco?
Okay, explain what you mean.
I'm about to
I
explain.
say Donnie Brasco, but I want you to explain what you're talking about. What's fugazi?
Fugazi is, it's a word. It's like, it's fake.
I know what
It's just
fugazi
fake.
Okay,
it's fake as hell. God,
what's so fake? So explain.
It's a lot of fakeness going out, folks.
So explain,
you can't,
bro.
Sometimes if it depends on what level you're at. If you're a rule runner, you might can't trust your partners. You know what I'm saying? I can't take a break. The break come back just messed up. Like, what's going on? Or you might go to a room. You be like, man, I can't get paid out. God dang, it's just a lot of fugaziness going on. You know what I'm saying?
You done went to a room and not got paid out?
Boy, ain't everybody got a plus card? I didn't know what it was. I said, what's a plus card?
Infamous plus card.
So, one thing I can
you gonna make me brrr, you gonna make me brrr.
I ain't. If you got to plus me, I wasn't meant to be there, and I won't be coming back.
But I'm gonna get my money.
Man, yeah, I see a lot of, speaking of what Dave said, I see a lot of different partners partnering up, or they'll run a while, and then they'll go get with somebody else, or they just, I don't know, I've been thinking about that too. I mean, I've been running the game with my partner for about 2 or 3 years, so everything been running smooth, running good, but at the same time, it can burn you out sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need a new look, a new feel, you gotta move around a little bit. Sometimes you feel like you're carrying too much weight. When you're carrying too much weight, you be like, man, I don't want to be 50-50 with nobody.
Ice Cube, drop 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I definitely understand that.
Yeah, I agree. I see both sides. I understand where y'all coming from with that, and I agree. Sometimes you gotta adjust with the times. You gotta be able to rebrand yourself, and then you gotta restructure, and then you gotta make sure you continue with the right people that help you at whatever goal you're trying to reach. So if you have to change up the management team, pick up a new management team, it is what it is. It happens, and it's just what you have to do in any business.
Sometimes they ain't bringing that same energy they used to.
Same energy.
I heard some people say, man, they leave, and then somebody else be like, man, they ain't paying rent or whatever. Just there's a lot of when money comes in, just a lot of people ain't paying. What's going on?
Hey, I'm gonna say this to all you people out there that own your spot, and you ask these hosts to come in, you can't ask a host to come in, then you just leave and then expect something at the end. You know what I'm saying? Like if I own the spot and I ask host to come in, I'ma stay there with the host to
make sure they good.
To make sure the product is the best it can be. Not come in, then leave, and then send out a Snapchat or send out a Facebook, and then when the game over with, expect something.
All in the video.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You want all this. You know what I'm saying? Your room is not worth whatever.
Ain't wrote one lyric. Yeah.
Now, if you just want to charge a host to come use your room, a flat rate, then cool, yeah, charge, and then go on about your business, I understand. But if you want something on the back end, you're going to have to be there.
Yeah,
if you're dealing with me.
I'm going to start getting some building. I'm just charging a flat fee. Just pay me this flat fee.
That's probably the best way for a lot of these people who got these rooms to do it. You know what I'm saying? Just charge a flat fee and get on down the road. But don't be asking for nothing on the back end and you're not there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's ridiculous. Yeah, you had a whole other room. I'm like, what's going on? Like, what you doing over here? like, come on, bro.
How y'all gang go?
Yeah. Where y'all coming from? Like,
Right, man.
What just
yeah, so that's where I'm at with it. Like, y'all ain't for the free roll me no more.
But the free agency is live and real. People bouncing around left and right, man. You never
Free
know.
agency, free rolling. Like, that's what a lot of these people trying to do.
Well, I can tell you one thing.
You get a text message from somebody, I didn't know this cat was even over here. You just like, oh, new room, new opener, new game.
Yeah, everybody. And another thing, man, this ain't for everybody, bro. Like we need like a council to decide who's able to run, who can do this and who can't. Because everybody can't do it, but everybody trying to do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna give props
problem.
to MC. She posted something saying, man, they think this is easy. Just because it look easy don't mean it's easy.
Yeah,
It's a lot of hard work, sweat you got to put in this too.
They got these things like where they have like illegal stuff like word of mouth reviews. I'm gonna start a run on flush review. You know what I'm saying about all the rules. Nothing good or bad. It's just like, hey.
I thought you was gonna keep
I'm
it
not
real.
going to do that.
I'm gonna keep 100. I'm gonna keep 100 on these reviews. Hey,
It's on Danielle's
you might not get paid. Now this is gonna be a run on flush product.
You been getting paid every room you go to, right?
Yeah, I was, but it only take one time. but I tell you what, I'm gonna go play on it. Why don't you come with me?
No wonder they for profit for you. You know what I'm saying? No wonder you.
I got a whole platform.
You wouldn't recommend your son or nobody to join this avenue.
Nah. But my money good because the person in charge my money good. But you know what I'm saying? The room I've been hearing as a whole, they was like, I wish I would have read a review on that shit.
Put a name on it.
Oh, wow.
Just kidding.
Oh,
hey man,
what's going on?
What's up with you Lakers, dog?
Nah, don't change the stuff.
They gonna go on a run.
Nah,
they gonna go on a run. Just working out the kinks, they'll be all right.
Yeah, they'll be all right in the end.
Nah, my uncle told me a long time ago, you can't have too many superstars on the team. It's only one ball. They ain't gonna never win. Plus, they all in their 20th year. So think about it. You know, it's like having Karl Malone on the team.
Hey, but them Chicago Bulls look good. They gonna win it all, baby. Let's go.
They lost last night, but they did
they
look
lost.
good.
That was a good
They got
game.
some young legs.
Knicks look good too, though.
Knicks look good too.
They both won.
Is the Knicks finally gonna do their stuff?
They went to the playoffs last year.
I know, but I said if they make the high Stephen A. It's the Mecca of basketball. You know what I'm saying?
Easy to get to the playoffs in the East.
Yeah.
I mean, Carmelo didn't do it, but it's fact.
Well, it's not. I don't think it's easy as it used to be. I mean, Milwaukee won the whole thing. Miami won it a few times. I mean, it's got a lot of
the champions did come out the East. Let's not forget.
I mean, damn, they had a superstar team. You had
I thought
LeBron,
you just said,
Dwayne Wade.
You said you can't win with superstars.
No, you can't win with the whole team being superstars.
Who's the whole team?
Man, they got 5 Hall of Famers starting.
Come on, man. Dwight Howard's not a Hall of Fame.
Yes, he is.
I mean,
He's a role
he
player.
is, but he's not at Hall of
Statistically, he's a
Fame
Hall of Fame
level. He's not at Hall of Fame level. Carmelo is not at Hall of Fame level right now.
I don't think Carmelo a Hall of Famer, but he gonna go down the Hall of Fame first ballot.
What do you mean? He's in the top 10 in scoring.
I really believe
Automatically goes to the Hall of Fame.
this is my opinion. This is my opinion. I could be wrong, but in my
You just
opinion,
a hater, bro. You just hate Carmelo.
Hall of Fame careers are made in the playoffs. Nothing you do in the regular season should make a Hall of Fame career.
That's not true.
That's just my personal
That is
opinion.
the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Okay,
That's true.
let me respond to that. So,
When you see all the highlights, you
is
see
Barry
Jordan
Sanders a
highlights.
Hall of Fame running back?
Football different. They only got 16 games.
Come on, bro.
And then on top of that, not one player can make you a playoff-bound team in football, but in basketball, one player can get you to the playoffs.
We just talking about your statement about Hall of Fame.
I'm talking about basketball. Let me clarify that.
Okay, go back.
In basketball, one player can get you to the Hall of Fame. I mean, not Hall of Fame, the playoffs.
Y'all see Mikey Williams signed with Puma?
Yeah,
the
that's a good
first high
shot.
school player with a shoe deal.
That's a good
wow,
shot.
They about to open the floodgates with that.
I hope he cashed the check already.
Yeah, because you know that's not guaranteed. That's not guaranteed. I mean, it's
not
guaranteed. It's guaranteed money now, but he ain't guaranteed to be a superstar. A lot of youngsters jump on that early.
He's popular, but he's not ranked as high as I thought he was.
And that's
He's
what I
only
said.
like 10th or 11th ranked player in his class, but he just got so many. Yeah, he just got so many Instagram. He's just so big on social media that
they giving away this money now. They giving it away.
He's more famous than. I mean, he's talented. Don't get me wrong, and he has a bright professional future ahead of him, I believe. But I think his fame outweighs his talent at this point.
Speaking of giving away money, man, they do early high hands at the Pokerhouse. They giving away money out here.
Free PLO.
Visit the Pokerhouse. They do hourly high hands.
Mixed games are all free.
Mixed games are all free.
Yeah.
They got $5,000 bad beat on the mixed games. So if you're wanting to play a mixed game, you want to play for free, you want to play with a different audience, you just cruising through Dallas, Pokerhouse is the place to be.
Absolutely.
And that's, yep.
250K free roll is also
coming up in November.
Are you gonna get your
I
time
believe
in?
it got pushed back to the month of December. It was originally November. They pushed it back to December. So you still got enough time to get your hours in.
Good.
So if you want to get some hours in to qualify for the free roll, you can come and play your awards, play and get hours towards the free roll. I believe they're also going to open up a registration where you can buy some memberships, which you can get points, but also can be applied to the free roll. But it's a $250,000 free roll. I believe it's in the first or second week of December at the Pokerhouse, so you want to be a part of that. Make sure you come, get you some free time, and accumulate hours to get numbers for the free roll.
All right, what y'all got going tonight?
Man, I'm going to Top Shelf and free roll my way into the PLO game. Free roll, that's one of the best PLO high games going right now. So that's where I'm gonna be at tonight. And then I gotta go to Players and pick up some money.
I'll be at the Pokerhouse, baby. Come play with me, man. Let's get it in. I'm ready to go all in.
5 o'clock tournament tonight, 365, 7,500 guarantee. I'm gonna be in the building, come get it on. And I'm gonna push some chips in the middle, baby. You best believe.
Bounty on Danielle too. Anybody bust him up?
I'm gonna be at Home Depot.
All right, man.
So y'all probably will see me at all weekend.
Podcast episode 44. We out.
Number 1 draft pick, baby.
We at the Pokerhouse of Dallas, going run a flush. Going run a flush, that's us. We at the Pokerhouse of Dallas, going run a flush. We going run a flush, that's us. We at the Pokerhouse of Dallas, going run a flush. Going run a flush, that's us. We at the Pokerhouse of Dallas, going run a flush. We going run a flush, that's us.
First thing you notice is the atmosphere, the quality of the tables and the chairs. As I came through, they said, oh, we got to give you a tour of the place. You know, they showed me around. Whenever you have several details like that, it starts to add up and just creates a better experience.
This place is absolutely gorgeous. I think they did wonderful with the design and everything. It's just very comfortable.
As a server, I am gonna handle all of your needs, food, snacks, coffee. If you bring your own alcohol, we will be here to serve you guys.
It's brand new, as you can see, and I like chargers on the table. That's new for me. Come play. It's gonna be a great time.
The building is absolutely gorgeous. It just has a great open area, you know, for people to just hang out, have a good time. The management is focused on just creating a positive experience for everyone.
We're gonna have an armed guard at the front, making sure no one brings any weapons in, make it safe for everybody inside.
Their promotions are really starting to bring people in, and as it grows, it's definitely going to compete with the other rooms in the area and probably overtake them.
We have some of the best tournaments going on, some of the best cash games as well. And right now we just launched our $100,000 bad beat jackpot, which is the biggest in all of Texas. So if that right there doesn't give it away, I don't know what will. Come check us out, and we hope to see you here.